All right, guys, we are back.
20 seconds.
SK Elite here on our left, low-key paintball on the right.
10 seconds. Game on.
Oh, both teams take snake. SK making quick bumps up there on the Dorito side. Derek Duncan going to go ahead and get up in here to the snake too. And the Aussie is going to go ahead and get a wrap there on the center 50. Oh, and Derek Duncan's going to get shot from across field. Another body coming off for SK off that Dorito side, leaving just two bodies left alive here in the back centers. Got the Dorito tower and the snake side tower. Looks like the Aussie here for low key is going to go ahead and crawl on back in here to the snake 50 snake wedge. And Eric Morrissey's going to take the walk for SK out of that snake side tower. And there's going to be a concession. All right, up on the field now is going to be Warped Army versus Avalanche.
Seconds. 20 seconds. 10 seconds.
All right, guys. Warped on our left. Avalanche on the right. Dancing Dan's going to go ahead and get on up in there to snake insert. And ref running in to go check a player on Avalanche. Oh. Ref running in. Yep, there's trade out in the center. Avalanche loses another one. So 4-on-3 in favor of Warped right now. And looks like Jeremy Barber is going to get taken out of that snake side tower or Dorito side tower. Making this a 3-on-3 even body situation right now for both teams. Avalanche is trying to just put Warped in here out of that snake side tower so he can go get in the snake. Warp's going to lose their Dorito corner player, making this a 3-on-2 right now in favor of Avalanche. Looks like Braden here for Avalanche, trying not to go get in the snake, but there is a dance, and Dan's going to go ahead and get in the snake. And Warp's going to lose their snake tower, leaving just Dance and Dan here, and there's going to be a concession. First point goes to Avalanche. Back on the field is going to be SK Elite and Low Key Paintball. All right, Low Key losing Zach Cassidy over here on our left. And here comes ref running in to look at SK player. He is clean. Caleb Gustis making moves up over there on the Dorito side. Ref running in to go check him. He's clean. Looks like Tires Klein here in the snake for SK Elite. Another player coming off. And he's going to get elimination from across the field. Tires Klein here in the 50 snake for SK Elite. And it looks like Dayton Ward here for Low Key in the snake insert. And then one player left alive also in the snake tower for Low Key. Dayton's going to get clipped, leaving just the snake side tower. Looks like balls here. Leaving just Bauer. Oh, and Bauer's going to get taken out. And I think SK has lost the count because I don't think there's another player left alive. They shot. Yeah, they don't know. They lost count. There we are. All right, SK's going to tie that game up.
1 minute. Thirty seconds. Twenty seconds. Ten seconds.
All right, back on the field is going to be Avalanche and Warped Army. Avalanche going to go ahead and take the snake on the break. He gets in clean. Oh, and Avalanche is going to get a minor. Robert Cordy got shot in the side. Avalanche fills over, but they're going to lose their snake player. I'm not for sure if Dan really only has that snake side tower. I don't think he knows that that's the only guy over here. Another warp player walking off over here. Looks like Clint. Dan's going to go ahead and hop that beam there, getting the 50 snake. Avalanche has a player over there in the 50 diamond, or the 50 V over there on the Dorito side. They can't see each other because that big brick is blocking them out. But if the Avalanche player or Dan came to their side, they could have a shot on each other. But here comes the Avalanche player. He's going to get that warp player. And it looks like the Avalanche player stays alive, and now Dan is... Yep, there's two players over there on the Dorito 50 for Avalanche. Three on two in favor of Warped right now. Dan, just wrap and go to their side, buddy. And he's going to get elimination. Yep, there he goes. All right. Warp puts a point up on the board. Going to tie that back up. Back to SK Elite and Low Key. They're tied up as well. All right, in the chat, who we got in this set? SK, Low Key, sound off. What you pulling for? Hey, just so you know, that keeps beeping. I just hit the power button, and that's all I do. Okay, you're good. I just wanted to let you know.
Yeah.
All right, Rossopotamus, Low Key. Warnock, you getting a little wet out there?
Hmm?
No? You staying dry?
Yeah.
Good.
I'm not stupid. There's some water everywhere. I'm like, oh, that's wet.
I ain't walking over there.
10 seconds.
Yeah, it's crazy how people are just like, oh, there's water, I'll just lay in it. Like,
Yep. sometimes they don't have a choice.
oh, they have a choice. There's like, dry areas all over the place, and I'm like, really?
All right. Here comes SK on into Snake 1. Low key as a player here in Snake 2. And Trapper Counter is going to go ahead and fill out into the Snake side corner. Aussie here for Loki, doing a little head check down the wire there, seeing what he sees. But he's going to scoot back and hop the beam and get on into the 50 Snake. Tires Klein's going to go ahead and get up into Snake 2. And looks like player for SK is going to get up into that 50 Dorito structure over there. The Aussie's just waiting now. Player running off, I think it was Corey Hageman there for Low Key off that Dorito side. All right, quite a few bodies focused here on the Snake side. I don't know if anybody's really watching the Dorito side for SK. And player, it looks like Caleb Gus is coming off for SK off that Dorito side. Long drawn out point here. Neither team really wants to make a mistake. I believe it's a 4-on-4. And Calm Blue is going to get taken out of that Dorito side tower. And I'm about to get up there and clean that. And here comes the Aussie hopping the beam. Going to go ahead and get in the 50 Snake. It is a 3-on-3. Eric Morrissey slides into that Dorito corner. Oh, what are we going to get here? And I think the Aussie got him. Yep. He did. He got him. Looks like Tires got ear hold. And there's going to be concession there. All right. SK is going to have a minute left to tie it back up. All right, Warped Avalanche. They're tied up 1 apiece. All right, guys. Gonna have Avalanche here on our right, Warped on the left. Avalanche making a fill over there into that snake side tower. Dancing Dan here for Warped Army in the snake insert. Trying to figure out a way to get in the snake. He's going OT. He's looking around, and there he goes. Nice little blind spot there that you can play off that wedge. Ross, I will work on getting that fixed. And Avalanche is going to get taken out of that Dorito corner. Warp's going to go ahead and move on up into the 50 Dorito. As I say that, Joel's going to get taken out for Warped Army out of that snake side tower. Dan's going to go ahead and go back to that wedge.